quick video to show a problem that is occurring within EXTJS with the virtual store and an infinite grid. The problem occurs when you have two queries in a row that return the same number of records. And this is a common occurrence because customers will enter a customer number into a customer number field and then just cut and paste another customer number in there, and they're both returning one record, and the second time it doesn't update the grid. So it took me a while to really determine that, what was happening, but that's essentially what it is. If it's the same number of records, it doesn't refresh the grid. So I have a infinite grid here, and I'm going to show two different examples. The first one is where the query returns 8 records. Each of these queries returns 8 records. So I'm going to paste a value in there. I get 8 records. Now I'm going to paste another query in there that also returns 8 records. And you'll see that it doesn't actually update. It did the query, but it didn't update the grid. So the grid still shows the old values. Now if I get rid of this K here and then add it back in, you'll see the 8 records that it should have returned. So that's basically the problem. And then if I can do it the other way around too. So if I paste this in, it doesn't update the records. You can see it's still Kenneth, whatever. And then if I get rid of that 9 and add the 9 back in again, I get the correct 8 records. So, and excuse me, the same thing works with 1 record. So if I enter a query that returns just 1 record and then replace that with another query that returns just 1 record, you'll see that it doesn't update the grid. So if I get rid of this and add another I back in, and then I get the correct record. So actually, no, I don't. Now, if I do, because those were all returning just 1 record. So yeah, it's definitely a problem. There you go. That's what it should have returned. So yeah, if it just continually returns 1 record, it's not going to update and you can see how bad of a problem this is. I mean, I don't know how this didn't get fixed. So there's another Fiddle that has the actual solution to the problem. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best solution, but it outlines what is happening, a very detailed explanation of what's happening, and it, right here is the detailed explanation of what's happening, and it essentially, this fixes the problem, but I'm not saying this is the best solution, but it's the solution that I came up with, and it has an override for both list and for store. And you can take a look at this Fiddle if you want and play around with it. So that's the problem, and again, I don't know why it hasn't gotten fixed yet. It's been almost a year. Thanks. Bye.